going on, YouTube? We out in the garage again. We're gonna get this thing pulled out, work on that a little bit. We're going to work on cleaning that up a little bit more. So I got some brake cleaner, got some putty knives, try to scrape off some of the grit and grime and stuff like that. May hit this in here, this inner fender well, may hit it some with the wire wheel or something like that. And then we got some primer to primer it. Yeah, start working on it. Let's get it cleaned up and at least try to get some of this bare metal primer today. I don't like having bare metal sitting up here without any primer or anything on it because I don't want it to rust, which I don't think. But, so yeah, we'll get it cleaned up a little bit, at least get some primer on it and go from there. Stay with us. All right, so first thing first, y'all. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I want to thank, all the people. We gained, let's see, what was it? I think 13 subscribers from that last post that I made. And I put a little post on Facebook. My son wanted to get to over 100 subscribers before his birthday. And we started getting some. I think we were at like 70 something whenever he told me he wanted that to happen. So we started working on it, doing our normal stuff. We didn't really change anything the way we did. And also started going up. I done a couple little shorts, which those get a lot of views. So done a couple shorts, started getting them worked up. And sorry, I'm watching my little puppies in here. They're about to take off with something. And it got us above 80. And Chris got super happy and it kept going up. Well, it stalled out about 93 and just kind of hovered there for what seemed like a while to me, but probably wasn't really that long. So I made a little post on Facebook. So to everybody on here that has been here since the beginning, thank you. To everybody that has helped us jump to where we're at over the past week, few days, whatever. I really appreciate it. I really do. I hope I can make good content to keep y'all watching. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see this thing. So we're working on it. The next probably good 3-day weekend I get, we'll get the motor. We'll bring the car in here that we're taking the motor out of and get the motor out of it. So I want to get this cleaned up and painted as quick as I can so that it can be ready for the other motor whenever we get it out. Because once I get that motor out, we're not really going to do anything to it. We'll check the seals, and make sure nothing's leaking and replace it if there is, like oil pan gasket, rear main, front main, stuff like that. But so anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that done that. Chris, I wish I would have been videoing him whenever I told him that we were over 100 when I showed him. But we went from 93 to 106. So we gained 13 subscribers since that post was made on Facebook. So thank you really for everybody. Anybody that has kids knows what that feels like when you see your kid that happy over something. So I really do appreciate it, y'all, and he does too. So anyway, let's get the heater turned on, get it warmed up a little bit in here in case we do decide to paint, and get this off and get it ready. The reason I got the putty knives is to get this grease and stuff off. And get that grease off, maybe scuff it with a sander or something and scuff that up a little bit and get that off. I don't know if we're gonna take the grill out. I'm gonna see how good I can get that cleaned in there. But we bought some steel wool to try to clean the grill up. We'll try to mess with it a little bit today. We'll try to clean the grill up, see what we can do with this as far as getting it cleaned up and getting it polished out. I don't really want to take the grill out if I don't have to, but if we can't get down in there, I can get my hand down in there pretty good. So if I can get down in there and get it cleaned out real good, we may not take the grill out, but if we can't get in there, we will. But anyway, the putty knife was for this. So we got a bunch of carb cleaner. We're gonna clean everything off, dust everything off, and scrape out what we can today, and then clean out what we can, the best we can around all this stuff. Because obviously I can't really get in there without taking everything apart, and that's just not going to happen. So these are loose for some reason, so we're going to try to tighten those up. And yeah, let's get to it. All right, as you can see, I was just in there. Things still moving around a little bit. So we clean it up some. We'll just clean up I'm gonna try to spray in there and get some of that out. But I think we're gonna start laying some primer down on it. See how it comes out. I ain't worried about them headers, they'll just burn off the headers. So let's get some primer on it. All right, well, we're getting there. We're getting it primered. So we're gonna let this dry a little bit. See if we can work on this. So we got us some steel wool. I'm gonna do a little spot here and see how it turns out. And go from there and see what it looks like. You can see a lot of it come out. We still gotta do some more. We ended up using some wet sand and some 1500 because it was oxidized pretty bad, but you can see the difference between that and that. And I don't have any polish with me. I can't find my polish. Let me rephrase that. I don't know where it's at, so we're gonna have to look for it, but it's coming along. We'll have to fix that. It's coming along. I'm getting in there. We'll get, I didn't want to crawl in there and be stuck like I was when I primered it. So I'm gonna get this all done. And then I'll crawl in there and I'll paint in there and paint that back firewall. It'll be good. A lot of the hoses are gonna be replaced. Try to keep this stuff out of the way. But a lot of these hoses are gonna be replaced and stuff, so she's coming along. Did you hear that? She's like, I can hear now. We've had the heater going, trying to keep the paint warm and stuff. So let me show you what we got done. I am going to have to hit these rails and stuff again. I might end up scuffing the whole thing and respraying it just to knock it down some, but we'll see. It ain't gonna be perfect. It's an old Ford truck, so it ain't gonna be perfect. Just want it to look decent. So let's just show you what I got here. She's getting there. We did get sprayed something down in there. So we got that in there some, but it's coming together. This is, if you get up close to it, it's still wavy where I sprayed too much on it for as cold as it was. So it, yeah, caused that, but it's getting there. I'll have to get in there. I haven't been inside the engine bay down in here so I can get those back rails back there and get the rest of the firewall, but it's coming. I did do this. I done this one. I haven't done that one over there, but pretty stoked, y'all. This thing's pretty happy. Oh, look, this is we've been cleaning on the grill a little bit. I still haven't got any polish, but you can see some of the shines coming back. The steel wool wasn't working, so I took some 1500 grit sandpaper and scuffed it. I might actually use something a little rougher and scuff it all. I'm gonna clean it all up first, but I started on the bumper some, but I might scuff it up with something a little rougher and then go back over it and then buff it. So in order to get that, to get all that the way that I want it, the grill probably is gonna have to come out. So, but she's coming along. One step closer. Like I said, if I have to, I'll probably leave all this, like it's like that everywhere. But I'll probably leave all that as long as it seems like it dries pretty good once it's dry. And I might just scuff up the real smooth parts like here and here on the front, which actually don't look too bad. It actually came pretty decent. And then like these rails where you see a lot. And of course I'm gonna paint in here and do all this when I paint the truck and everything. And then do all this, get this cleaned up. So it all take time, but it's getting there. All right, y'all. Lady, where you going? Look, little puppy in here. So that's it for today. We ain't been out here real long, but just wanted to finish it up for today and try to get a little paint on this thing to where it wouldn't rust. So we got that done. I appreciate everybody watching. Once again, thank y'all for getting us to over 100. So let's see where we can go from there. Let's see how many we can get this year. I know it's kind of boring right now. There ain't any racing going on or anything like that. So, but we're getting ready. Hopefully, I might go in there and do some research tonight. Order the parts for the trans. Go in and order the parts for the trans. We have one bearing break completely. Taking it off because of my dumb butt. And then this bushing I got to replace. And I think, so I I need to check the mounts on that thing. I think the whole motor, transmission, everything might have been shifting. So that might have been some of my problem. Also, I did, the synchronizers were shot. Y'all seen that. And then that one plastic washer is completely broke. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this washer right here is all chewed up. It was completely broke. Look at that. Pull it off. It's completely broke. So that was one issue, because that's like a spacer, washer, blah, 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 whatever. And then also, just an update, keep y'all updated on it. Sorry I spin around so much. This piece right here, which is where your shifter goes, where it mounts to the rod that goes through it, the bolt was loose. So it was loose. So obviously, if your shifter's loose, it's not going to shift right. So maybe those little problems was what caused the big problem of eventually tearing up the synchronizers. Who knows? Obviously, we're going automatic in the car this year, so stick shift ain't gonna be a problem. But that one's going in the white car, so we're gonna make sure all the mounts are real good and tight. Make sure they're all good, not torn or anything like that. Check the transmission mounts, and may go solid motor mounts on the black car. Solid motor mount, solid trans mount. I don't know. We'll have to see when that time comes. But anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry. Just wanted to update you on everything. Appreciate y'all watching, sharing, subscribing, telling your friends about it. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'm bringing y'all some good content to watch. And hopefully this thing will be running in springtime when we can start on the body work of it. Oh, I can't show you because it's full of junk. This truck has a wooden bed in it. Let me rephrase that. It had a wooden bed in it. I do have all the wood pieces to go in it to put the wooden bed back in it. So I need to decide what color I'm going to stain it when I go to put it in here. This truck will stay in the garage unless I get another carport or something up to put it under. This truck will stay in the garage all the time. The Supras will stay, well, one Supra stays outside anyway, but hopefully I'm gonna get another carport to at least put one of the Supras under. But anyway, this is gonna stay in the garage all the time. So we're gonna redo the bed. I got a new fuel tank in there. One of the boxes is a new fuel tank. So we got a new fuel tank. We've got the wood for the bed. We've got the motor we just gotta get out, put in. We're gonna roll. We just gotta get to work. I've been sick the last little bit. I actually had COVID, so I was out for a while with COVID. But anyway, thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. See you next time.